Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video, I wanted to give you a little financial update as of March. So in this video, I'm going to go over my student loan debt and where it's at, some big changes that have happened to our finances, and just a little bit of update on my low buy or buy nothing new year. So that's what we're going to go over in this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button while you're at it, and let's get started. So first I wanted to give an update on my debt-free journey. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I started with $113,000 of student loan debt, and all of that is from my graduate degree. I have a doctorate in physical therapy, and I have been aggressively paying it off since August of 2019 when I graduated. And currently I am at $39,870. So we made it underneath that 40K mark. So every 10K is always such a celebration, such a big moment. So very excited about that. And for the last like 5 or so months, I had only been paying the minimum payment, which is $1,406, because we had been aggressively saving to get a down payment saved up for a house. And which we did, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But I think I'm going to continue with just paying the minimum. I might try and bump it up to 15 or like an even 1,500. So that would be like a little bit over or a little bit under $100 extra. But the reasoning for that is because my current interest rate is 2.75%, and because the interest rate is so low, we want to be using that extra money for other financial goals that we have. So I think for at least the rest of 2021, we're going to slow down with the extra student loan payments. So what does that mean? That means that I'm not going to be debt-free by the end of this year, like I had originally set out as one of our goals for 2021. And that's okay. That's something that I have come to terms with, and I am okay with kind of switching up our financial plan. And it was a little bit hard to kind of swallow that pill at first, because I was like, oh man, that like emotional component of being debt-free is such like a big part of this journey. And pushing back the date by maybe a year is kind of like was a little bit hard to think about, but I've decided that financially it really doesn't make sense, while my interest rate is so low, to not be using that extra money to, one, pay down our PMI, which I'll talk about, or to be investing in the stock market. So like I said, right now we're going to slow down with the extra payments, and at the end of 2021 we'll pick them back up, and my goal would be to be debt-free by August of 2022. Hopefully we can achieve before that, but that's kind of like the date that I've set as, you know, in my mind, that's when it's going to happen. And that would be exactly like 3 years after I graduated and started my journey. So honestly, for paying off $113,000 in 3 years, that's still really, really good. So I kind of talked about it a little bit or hinted about it, but we did buy a house and we're under contract right now. So I have a video, and I'll link it up above for you guys to kind of go over the process that we had. But we did put down 3.5% on a conventional loan. And so we do have PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. And because of that, that's an extra, I don't know the exact numbers right now, but I will do a video going over all of the numbers that we expect to pay every month by being homeowners. But I do think it's over $100. It might be closer to $200 a month. And so that's a good amount of money every month going to this PMI. So our goal is to kind of switch from the extra debt payoff to paying extra to our mortgage, so that way we can get to that 20% paid down, so that the PMI goes away. So that would be the ultimate goal. It would be really amazing if we could accomplish that by the end of the year, but I don't know that we will. We will see what happens. Then some other finances related to the house. Again, I'll do a full like breakdown of like closing costs and monthly costs and stuff like that But I just wanted to let you guys know I'm planning on doing some like renovations and buying new things for the home, and we have decided to set a budget of $10,000 for that. And I'll be updating you guys like on house projects and stuff like that, and I'll give you all the numbers because I know you guys like seeing the numbers. And so now I want to talk a little bit about how March went for my low buy nothing new year. If you're new here and not familiar what my buy nothing new year is, I will link the video explaining my rules and everything for it. But basically I am on a journey to try and buy only secondhand for the majority of the year and really be evaluating the things that I bring in new. So March was really, really good up until the last like 3 days. And then I posted about it on Instagram. If you're not following me on there, make sure you are. But my MacBook, which I've had since 2012, I spilled a drink all over it. So it's still currently functioning. It wasn't for a day, but it is currently functioning now. But I decided to go ahead and purchase a new MacBook Air, which is what I have here. While the current MacBook was still functioning, I figured it would be easier to transfer the data and everything rather than wait for my old one to completely die, because it definitely will. I know that what I spilled in there is corroding the insides. So we went ahead and purchased this. So this was an unplanned purchase, but I've had my old one since 2012, so it's almost been 10 years that I've had that MacBook. So it was definitely a great purchase, and I am happy to grab this Air. And I think that, and I've heard good things about the MacBook Air and it having pretty good longevity as well. So that was a $1,300 purchase that wasn't planned, but was cash flowed. Then the other two new purchases, we bought one thing for eBay, which was a big storage shelf, because we're just getting so much more inventory. We just needed to go vertical with our storage. It was way too horizontal. So we bought that for, I think it was like $30. And then I also bought a book, and I use a gift card for that, so I don't really count it in my like spending, but I did buy a book in a series that I really enjoy, and the new one came out, so I decided to go ahead and get myself that with the gift card that I had. Then for the used things that we got quite a few things from David's grandfather. He recently passed away, and so we helped his parents clean out the house, and we picked a few things that we decided to keep with us. I'm not going to share all of that. The other thing that we got was a super exciting find. So we have been having these on our mind and on the lookout for multiple years, and they are some replica Eames style chairs, lounger chairs, and we ended up purchasing 2 of these off of Facebook Marketplace. And this was really exciting for us because we are originally from Grand Rapids, where the Eames chair was designed, and we just loved the look of it and knew that that was something that we were going to want. And once we saw them on Facebook Marketplace, we're like, yes, we definitely want these in our home, and we were able to scoop those up, and we're super excited about those. That was everything that we purchased in the month of March. And the next coming months are going to be definitely interesting because we close on our house on April 16th, and we have a lot of renovations and stuff that we want to do, a good amount. I'll have a video coming out soon about some of the ideas that we have, and then we'll have to get a couple new furnishings, and I'll want to decorate it, and I'm going to try and do all of that thrifted and secondhand. And I've already picked out a few pieces that I think are really cute, and I'm so excited to put the place together. So definitely make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, so that you can stay tuned to all of the fun and exciting updates that are coming up in our life. And I will see you guys in the next one.